Well, here we are in Tromso hunting for whales, and it's early morning in the boat, the Arctic Explorer I think it was called, waiting to set out, and sitting inside because the weather was pretty dire. I mean, it's the Arctic, so well, you can see. Okay. On this channel I do vlogging and travel videos, of which this is one, and gameplay videos. And I went on holiday to Norway and Tromso, which is way up in the Arctic at the top of Norway, more or less. Over 200 miles north of the Arctic Circle. In, well, late January it was. Trying to look at the road bridge if I can figure out how to focus. It's about 1 kilometre long, separating Tromso from Tromsdalen. But anyway, we are here to go and find the whales. The whales basically live on herring, so as long as there are herring around, like big schools of them, then you'll get the whales. And a lot of the herring have started to move away, but there are still some left, so I'm catching the last of the whales for this season probably. There are orcas, which are killer whales as they're called, the black and white ones, and there are humpback whales. But I'll tell you now, we can't see any humpback whales because we can't go out into the sea, into the ocean today, because it's too stormy, so we have to stay within the fjords. Here we are in the boat, and she's giving a little presentation about the whales. I guess if you want to hear that, you can, I don't know, turn the volume way up or go on a trip. I have a feeling they're called arcticexplorer.no, but I don't know if they're singular or plural. She did say, because there's somebody stealing their name at the moment, so watch out, pick the right ones. Yep. But this is Tromso. You can see it's when it focuses, you can see it's kind of an industrial town. It's not very big. I think it's something like 70,000 people or something. It's about the size of one little London village or something like that, really. Probably smaller than Camden Town or something in terms of population, but there you go. I left these videos in with the rain on the window because it looks nice, and at least it gives you some idea. It was early morning, so the sun rises late in the winter. In fact, it doesn't rise at all between November 21st and January 21st, and this was only something like the 24th or 25th of January. So it rises for a while. You get a long, long twilight though. Camera trying to focus, there we go, no, yes. I'll include some sharp photos at the end of the video of the scenery that I took from the boat. Because I was wondering at the moment whether to go outside or in the rain and get it all over the camera, or stay in here where it was, you know, warm and pretty good, but not able to get such good shots. So I was thinking, what shall I do? What shall I do? But obviously, when we did finally spot some whales, I went outside because there's no point in not getting a video of the whales since I'm here. I think that's a ski run, a ski slope. There are quite a few of them around Tromso. And it had been snowing, as you can see, although not not as perhaps heavily as it might. So the orcas, I don't know quite why they're called that, but anyway, the killer whales, they tend to go around in family groups mostly. You will sometimes get a lone male who's been kicked out for bad behaviour or something, or for competing with his father or something dodgy like that. But generally family groups stay together throughout their entire lives, which can be many decades. We did have one little problem. Sat next to me was a lady from, I think, China, and her friend, who thought they were going dog sledding. So the boat had to drop them off briefly. There are various stopping points along the island, so they had to catch a back bus to the hotel so they could find the correct tour to go on. Somehow you don't go dog sledding on a boat. I think maybe they thought it was going to take them there, but then they realised when she started talking about whales and stuff, no, wrong trip. Now, it's nice scenery, a little bit fuzzy because of the rain on the window, and don't worry, it'll get better. Then we'll have rain on the camera instead. But I'll say this, although the water doesn't look that rough, when I was standing outside it was really stormy and windy and very hard to hold the camera steady, and even, in fact, very hard just to stand up. It's very strange to see these sort of lone houses in the middle of nowhere. So you wonder what are they doing? Why are they here? That one with the lights on it looks maybe like a hotel. I mean, maybe it is, I don't know. Can't quite really focus on it. Oh, there we go. Could be a hotel, couldn't it? It's very nice scenery if you like white. We're kind of approaching the area where the captain thinks the whales are likely to be. kind of just slightly starting to get brighter, I think. Might as well just enjoy the scenery till we get there, I suppose. It's strange to think that Norway has hundreds and hundreds of miles of wilderness like this, basically. Again, some houses in the middle of nowhere. What do they do here? Okay, there's been a sighting, so I've got to pack up and go outside quick. There they are.
Guys, we actually found the last family. They are late. They even have one small calf, so enjoy it because maybe it's the last Orca family.
Fantastic, really.
I hope everybody has seen it. Because, you know, it's maybe the last Orca family.
It's a family of, I can't tell whether it's 3, 4 or 5 of them, including a young calf. At least one. See, with the waves here, it's really, and the strong wind as well, really hard to, I had to hang on to the rail all the time. Momentary glimpse. Again. It's like, can I not fall off the boat, please? They're there, but I can hardly... Can they go again? I suppose the ideal day for filming these is when it's bright and sunny and dead calm. But since they live here in the winter, they go off around the planet in the summer, you're not going to get that very often. At least one advantage of video over a still camera is you will catch glimpses of them if the camera happens to be pointing in the right general direction, whereas when taking photos you have to take the photo at the right instant. Saw something, but I didn't. It's getting stormier as well. Nice view anyway. As I say, I'll put some photos of the scenery at the end of the video. Focus problem. I was having a standing problem again here actually. It doesn't, again it looks kind of calm but it isn't. Houses way out here doing what? I'm used to people living in towns. I don't think that's somebody surfboarding or anything, that's a boy of some sort. Or windsurfing or something, not that. There are some birds here, and I don't know what species they are. I think they're some kind of duck, so maybe you can tell me. Hard to see, obviously. Brown and white. So let's have a look at some of the photos, shall we? That's basically it. If you want more of this sort of thing, watch my channel, Alphatucana. I do this occasionally when I can afford to go abroad. Otherwise I post vlogging type videos on Saturdays usually, or a travel video, and gameplay videos during the week mostly. So bye for now.